Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are reacting to another video from Norway's prison system. This was actually a coffee request, so thank you so much for this coffee. This was someone who requested, they didn't leave a name, so it's anonymous, but thank you so much for the coffee request. And the comment is, as a follow-up to an earlier reaction, I recommend this one. Bastøy prison is a low security prison meant for inmates in the last part of their sentence as a preparation for life outside prison. Wow, I really appreciate the context here. So this is the last part of their prison as a preparation for life outside the prison. So keep that in mind. I also, when I searched Bastøy prison, I saw that there was an article saying that this used to be called the Devil's Island. And there was a reform to make it less, well, devilish. You know what I'm saying? So let's check this out. This is a video called Michael Moore Goes Back to Norway. Isn't Michael Moore the documentarist who talked about politics or something? What was Michael Moore famous for back in the day? Yeah, it's him. It's Michael Moore. Sorry, what was he famous for? Michael Moore.
Probably this is one of the most peaceful societies in this part of Norway. I'm quite sure of it. And I think in general what we're trying
Fahrenheit
to do here
9/11.
is run a society which is as normal as possible. Because we want to teach them how to be good neighbors when they're released. It's all about this creating good neighbors.
Creating good neighbors, okay.
Killers, rapists, robbers, drug addicts.
Welcome to the Norwegian prison system, based on the principle of rehabilitation, not revenge.
I want to meet prisoners.
Yeah, you want to meet prisoners?
Yeah.
You're meeting one now.
You're a prisoner dressed like this?
Yes.
4 years.
So this is the house, and in here is the living room. It's a nice, okay view. And this is my room. It's pretty okay.
Yeah, so this is your cell.
Yes.
Bro, this is not a prison.
No, I'm the only one.
This is not a prison. This is a dorm room.
We watch TV, we can play basketball,
bicycle, running, swimming,
fishing.
Wait a minute, what do you mean swimming? You can swim to the other side?
That is not allowed. From another side you can swim here, but you cannot swim from here to another side.
Because they call escape.
You're in prison for murder.
Yeah.
You killed somebody.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that right behind you are a whole bunch of very sharp knives.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody here is worried about that, or
No. No.
should I be worried about that?
No.
He has the
You're
Mike
not
Tyson
worried about it.
tattoo.
I'm not worried about it. That is just for make food. That is not weapon. And only for that. That is the last one.
I love this.
Yeah.
Wait, look at his smile at the end. His smile slowly fades at the end.
I love this.
Yeah.
If I could get one of these to take home, I would have ketchup on everything.
Bro, I remember seeing this.
Like the
Is this a
cool- look at it,
Norwegian
still
thing?
Yeah. In the weekend, it's 4 guards at work in another building.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And how many of you are
4
there?
guards.
115.
115.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 4 guards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we're 3 minutes into the video, and I have to say, guys, my last reaction was to a video where it was a high security prison, maximum security prison. This one is a low security prison, and most of them have done their time already. So they're here to learn how they can reintegrate into society. So I find this very interesting. In fact, there's a there's a show that Gordon Ramsay goes into a prison, and he creates a bakery with the prisoners. And I find that absolutely amazing, how you can reform people, because these guys are going to come back into society. So you need to prepare them and show them what type of life they could be living, you know, a good life, a healthy life, and, you know, a life without any crime. But the context here is that they have already served their time, and now this is the last moments of their sentence, and they're going into this into this prison where they can learn and reintegrate, and, you know, they're living a good life here. So they kind of have a taste of, I understand the whole concept. They kind of have a taste of what a good life is, what it means to, you know, for people to treat you like humans, to believe in you. So I find that very noble. I find that very, very noble, very interesting. And I assume, I don't like to assume, but I assume that everybody here has been treated for anger management, drug addiction. They have been cleared to be in this prison. It's not just anyone that goes to this prison. It's just the people who are cleared. So yeah, I like this whole concept. I like it. The difference between this one and the previous video, where I said that, you know, I'm not very sure because they have killers in there and whatnot. Maybe that video wasn't very clear on the context. This one is clear. This one is, before they leave the prison, they're there to carry out the rest of their sentence. They have 115 people there who are given a second chance, so they don't want to escape. They're doing their chores, they're acting responsibly, and people are treating them like humans. So I really like this whole concept, because I do believe that prisoners need to be treated as humans, especially because they are humans. I don't even know why. You know, this quote is from actually an article. The prison that treats prisoners as human. I saw that in a quote, but that's the wrong quote, because they are humans. Of course, they should be treated like one. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? So I like this whole concept. Even though they have committed a crime, that guy committed murder, it looks like he has changed his ways. So this is a second chance for him.
Warden, where's the punishment? Where is the punishment?
The main idea is we're just supposed to take away their freedom. That's the only punishment we're actually giving them. They miss their family, they miss their friends.
Right, right.
But I think, and I hope, when you speak to them, they will also feel that we're trying to help them back to the same society.
You know, this is going to be very hard for Americans to see this. This looks very strange to understand why you're doing it, why you do your prison system this way.
Okay, but wait. Let's go back a little bit. The punishment has already been carried out, which is the 12-year sentence, the 14-year sentence, right? Now they're just going to a place where they feel the taste of what it is to have a normal life, right? That's what I understood. Because you guys may not like what I'm going to say, but for some people, taking away their freedom is not a punishment at all. For some people, I mean, for me, I stayed 2 years inside my house during lockdown. And for me, it was, hey, I can work from home. Hey, I could get used to this life. And that was inside my home, right? And there are some people who, like gamers, streamers, they never want to leave the house. How is that even like a punishment, right? And in this case, they can study. They have access to the sun. They have access to... The guy was sunbathing. So that is not losing your freedom. The fact that you have a whole island for yourself, for me, doesn't seem like you're losing your freedom. Of course, I can't go out from this isolated island. Okay. But some people don't mind that. Some people find it worth, like, if they're not going to get the R word in jail, if they're not going to get beaten, or if they don't find it fearful, I'm talking about some people here, if they don't find it fearful to go to prison, then, you know, some people think that their crime is justified. Some people commit revenge in real life, and some people, they are so proud that they prefer, I'm talking about Americans and people from Brazil that I have seen in the news, in true crime. When you watch true crime, you see the psychologist ask a few questions to the inmates, and they don't really care. They feel no remorse at all. They feel like their crime was justified. Sometimes it's a crime of love, a crime of hate, a crime of passion, and they prefer to go to jail for like 5 years, lose their freedom, but at least they got their revenge. At least they got, you know, what they wanted to. So they feel like it was justified. I killed them, and I would do it again, but, you know, it was just like a 4 or 5 year sentence, a 10-year sentence. I'll just grind it up. I'm saying some people find that freedom is taking away their freedom is not a punishment at all, especially when you have these conditions. You know what I'm saying? But from what I understood is that this is a rehabilitation after they were in a different prison, right? Is that what I understood? Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I don't have any issues with that. But the moment you think that taking away someone's liberty is a punishment that is enough for every type of prisoner, then, you know, it might be for some people, but for others it's not. You know, some people even find it more productive when they don't have freedom. I find it more productive if I don't have freedom.
I don't understand why you think this is a strange idea. This is an American idea.
Yes, it's an American idea. Yeah, it probably is.
Your founding fathers put in your constitution, it says no cruel or unusual punishment.
Oh, you're talking about this prison.
You wrote that.
We have to show more love and affection for each other, to take care of each other in another way.
But wait, who said that mistreating people is supposed to happen? I believe in treating people as humans, because they are humans. I believe giving them, you know, freedom. I can't understand why. I think what we're getting confused here is the word punishment. Because punishment, I'm not talking about physical punishment. I'm talking more about losing your liberty, not your freedom, but your liberty, like losing your privacy. That's something that people would hate, because if you are being filmed all the time, you're losing your privacy. I believe people would hate that, and that's a punishment. Losing your schedule, for example. You have to wake up when they tell you to. You have to do what they tell you to. You have to be in your cell. It feels like he said that he can come and go as he pleases. He has the key, right? But I don't know. Let's watch the rest of the video. But I think losing your freedom is different from losing your liberty. Because right now, even though if I'm confined to one room, I'm losing my freedom because I'm not going outside. I'm stuck here. But if I'm losing my liberty, I don't have access to the internet. I don't have access to my phone. I don't have access to, you know, some things like if I have a curfew. You know what's funny? When you work a 5 to 9 job, or a 9 to 5 job, sorry, a 9 to 5 job, you kind of lose a lot of your liberty while you're working. And I find that even worse than losing your freedom, because you're not only confined to one space, but you're actually losing your liberty to do stuff, to choose stuff. And I think losing your liberty is a punishment, but losing your freedom, if it's in these conditions, I don't see it as a punishment. In these conditions here, I don't see it. Sunbathing, I don't see it as a punishment. But yeah, if they're talking about losing their liberty, curfew, then okay, then that's fine. I fully understand. And as I said, I don't believe in physical punishment. I don't believe in mistreating people. I don't believe in judging people. I don't believe in any of that. I think people need to be treated. I think people need to be treated as humans. I think people need to be, educated. People need to be fed a healthy diet. But once you take away the liberty, then look, you don't want to live in society. Then we have to re-educate you. We have to take away your liberty of doing anything, like access to a phone, access to comfort. I believe losing liberty is a punishment, but losing freedom, not so much for some people. I hope I'm making that clear. I hope you guys can understand the difference between freedom and liberty. Freedom to come and go, that's one thing. Liberty is privacy, doing whatever you want to do at what time you want to do, be your own boss, do your own thing, drink your own drink, eat your own food, But when you go into a prison system, I think you should lose all your liberties, because you gave that away when you committed a crime, when you chose not to live in a civilized society. So now you're going to live under the terms and conditions of the prison. Losing your liberty, losing your time schedule, losing your your right to privacy. You can have your privacy inside your cell, but outside that, you have to be watched. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying privacy as in personal hygiene, not that. I'm talking about privacy as in having your own backyard. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know. I hope you get me.
Yeah. This is the essence of life,
We showed a little more love and affection and kindness toward each other.
Yeah. This is the way, and this is so important. So important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
The U.S. has one of the highest recidivism rates in the world. Nearly 80% of prisoners are rearrested within 5 years.
Yeah. It doesn't work in the U.S.
Norway is one of the lowest, at 20%. And that was something I was claiming for the USA. Of course, I was visiting a model prison, a place for inmates who were being rewarded for their good behavior.
That's the thing.
I said it wasn't fair to show the American public their nicest place.
I wanted to see a maximum security facility. And that's where I went. When the prison first opened in 2010, the guards wanted to send a strong message to the new inmates. So they made this orientation video.
Halden Prison welcomes you.
There comes a time when we hear the sudden call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a hand.
Oh no, they did the Michael Jackson one.
We can't go on pretending day by day that somewhere to make a change.
Is that Braille?
Man, Norwegians are very good people.
For the blindness, it's art.
I love you guys.
Modern art.
You have modern art throughout the prison here.
Oh, Michael Moore. He's not believing his eyes.
We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own life.
It's true, make a brighter day, just you and me.
How many fights have you been in?
I have never been in fights, actually.
You don't need a knife to protect yourself with?
Oh, no.
No?
We don't need that.
No. Show me your wounds so that now there are times you've been stabbed.
Oh, no, never.
Never been stabbed?
I've never been stabbed.
How many times have you been beaten up here by other prisoners?
No, never.
How many times have you been raped in the shower?
Never. This is not gonna happen because you got your own shower.
Yeah, I believe in that. I believe in your own shower.
The bed.
Okay, that's a bed.
Yeah.
TV.
But honestly, this shower is better than the one I had when I was living in Brazil. Not in a prison. I'm not talking about a prison. I'm talking about the place I was living in. Oh, man. I was living with family because, you know, I didn't have money for my own place. Man, good times. Good times. But this looks better than the place I was living in temporarily until I, you know, got myself up. It was the first time I was living by myself, but it wasn't by myself. I was living at the back doors, you know what I'm saying?
No, here's the bed.
Okay, that's a bed.
But I believe in that. I believe in having your own bathroom. I think there's a boundary of privacy that, you know, there must be, which is personal privacy.
Yeah.
TV.
Got the flat screen TV.
Mm-hmm. You got your shopping, you got your clothes, you got a fan if you feel hot. I'm painting, and besides that, I'm studying art class, you know.
It's nice.
You're taking philosophy class.
I'm gonna have exam after summer, so I want to work with community problems and things like that, maybe politics later on, so...
That's not a bad idea.
But here's the thing. He asked 2 of these inmates if they have ever been in a fight. Well, this guy said he's never been in a fight. So obviously, this type of prison isn't for the street, you know, gangster, the ones that will attack you just because you looked at him, you know, with the crazy eyes. So I believe that Norway has an education system which is fantastic, which teaches the community and the society how to behave. But when the country is broken, like my country, a lot of people, they don't have the opportunity to learn, to be educated. So, you know, that's where the criminals start popping up like popcorn.
Go to prison first, then become a politician. And speaking of politicians, as in Portugal, prisoners in Norway can vote. And in order to get their votes, candidates show up for election debates, televised live from inside the prison.
From inside the prison?
Hvordan kan du forsvare det som justisminister? Jeg kan ikke forsvare det.
I had to keep reminding myself this was a maximum security facility. Here, the inmates have keys too. And this inmate was a murderer. They had Xboxes and a library as nice as any suburban high school library in the U.S.
Library is the most popular.
This is something I don't agree with. I think when you commit a crime, you give away your liberty of having entertainment. I believe that. I think your time should be spent with education. Of course, you may have access to some sort of stress relief, like a game, but that should be very controlled. You have like 1 hour per day to play a video game. Okay, maybe I would accept that. But the fact that, you know, they have access to this, I don't know. I think their time should be spent either working, being productive, creative, and being educated, but not wasting time with video games.
And this inmate was a murderer. They had Xboxes and a library as nice as any suburban high school library in the U.S.
Library is the most popular place in the prison.
They even
It's
had
not a
their
problem
own
for
record
me.
label and a recording studio.
Not a problem at all.
Music can actually open a lot of the creativity.
Criminal records.
And if it's one thing said about the guys here, they are very creative in all sorts of ways.
pantry, and yes, they've got their own knives too. Where are your guns?
We don't need it.
You don't need any guns?
No, we talk to the guys, that's our weapon.
Your weapon is your mouth?
Yeah.
When it comes to do the job, they really do it good, you know, because officers, they serve you, you know, they
serve you?
It's not like in America, they there for beat the shit out of you.
See, that's what I don't agree. I don't agree beating the inmates, but serving them, I don't agree either. I think there should be a middle ground. But honestly, I'm not criticizing Norway's system. I'm just very impressed. I'm impressed that even your criminals are well educated. That's the thing. Because even the criminals are well educated and well mannered. But I don't believe in this. I'm strongly against this. A dog. Oh my goodness. Bro, that is just insane. What happened here?
This is Trond Blattman, a plumber by trade. On July 22nd, 2011, he lost his 17-year-old son when he was murdered with 54 other teenagers on a summer camp island in a lake in Norway. One killer who espoused neo-Nazi and racist beliefs not only killed all of these children, but blew up a federal building in downtown Oslo.
What the heck?
My son called me from the island and said, Daddy, there's somebody shooting at us.
Please tell me he's not in one of these prisons. Please tell me he's not living a comfortable life like this. I'm not saying he should be punished, like beaten. I'm just saying he should lose his license to... Oh man. Wow, okay. Let's see what he says.
At us on the island. What are we going to do? I'd never been on the island, so I didn't know what went. And I said, are you together with other people, other youngsters? Yes. Well, then hide. And stick together, take care of each other. And be careful. He called me around 5:20, and he was dead just past 6.
Do you wish that your son had a gun instead of a cell phone that day?
What I wished that he had done was to swim.
Because the ones who swam survived.
We don't have death sentences here in Norway, so we kind of said that the mass murderer, he's going to have the same kind of treatment as everybody else. The justice system is going to judge him, and he's going to have his sentence.
You cared about whether he had a fair trial?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
You yourself?
Yeah.
But don't you personally want to kill him?
No.
If you had the chance?
No.
If you had the
not
chance.
kill.
No. But he killed your son.
Yeah, but no.
You don't want to kill him?
No.
But he killed your son.
Yeah, he killed my son.
Okay, Michael Moore, you're appealing now. You're trying to make him angry. He already said, yes, I know he killed my son. I don't want him dead. And I'm not in favor of the death penalty either. I don't think that's but I don't know what to do in these conditions. Like, I think re-education is something, but reintegration to society is something that, man, only if there's, man, I don't know. I believe people can change, but I think this man has an illness, a mental illness, to commit this type of crime. I don't know, it's something that I would have to... What was his sentence? How many years did he spend, or will he spend?
You wouldn't want
but
to...
I don't want to step down on the ladder and say, I have the same right as you thought you had to kill. I don't have the same right.
Even though he's just a piece of scum.
Yeah, but that's... I know he's a piece of scum, but it doesn't give me the right to shoot him or kill him.
Obviously, look, bro, Norwegian mentality is amazing. This man knows that he shouldn't kill, or else he will be exactly the same as the killer. This man right here, he's a decent man. He's not a killer. So he doesn't think of killing. He doesn't think of revenge. He doesn't think of doing the same thing that was done to his son. He's a decent man. He's a good man. And I believe that, like, you know, that this is the right mentality. He's very sensible. I like this. And Michael Moore is acting like, you know, trying to push this man to think with a very dark thought.
So after this horrible act of terrorism, Norway didn't change its system. You don't try to institute a Patriot Act.
No.
You don't try to take away people's freedoms.
No.
You're cautiously thinking about arming the police now, but even that is bothersome and worrisome. Why didn't you respond the way we responded after 9/11?
Well, let me put it this way. The whole establishment, from the Prime Minister, through the King's family and all of the officials in Norway, all of the press, the media, said, well, let's now take care of Norway. As we have been used to taking care of each other, we take care of Norway. So we stay together, we open our hearts, we open our society. We're going to have more democracy, more freedom of speech, because to lock up wouldn't help us. That would just create more hatred.
Forvaring etter straffeloven paragraf 39 c
This was the guy?
Med en tidsramme på 21 år
10
og en
years.
minstetid på 10
21
år,
maximum.
jf. straffeloven paragraf 39 e første og annet ledd.
See, this is what I don't agree with. Wow. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. Respect his privacy.
There was much I took from Norway, and much more to think about. A country that forgave, a country that, when it locked up its citizens, it treated them as human beings.
Okay, guys, just to wrap this up, I believe in treating prisoners as humans. I believe in giving them a normal life, okay? I believe in treating them peacefully, not hitting them, not punishing them physically. What I don't agree with is comfort that is not necessary. I don't think an Xbox is necessary. I don't think giving them, liberty to choose what they eat, when they eat. I don't think giving them the liberty to choose whatever they want to live, because they decided to commit a crime, so they have to go by the schedule and the rules and the terms terms and conditions of the prison. And I certainly don't believe in the officers, the correction officers serving them. I like the fact that they have their own laundry, because they do their own laundry. You don't have the officers do the laundries for them. And another thing that is shocking is that this guy killed over 50 children. He got 6 months for each child that he killed. 6 months. That's the maximum he got. 6 months. For each child he killed, it was just 6 months. How can you... Man. And that was the maximum. The minimum was 10 years. How much does a person change in 10 years? Does he? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't believe in revenge, but I believe in second chances, but I also believe in people redeeming themselves. They can't have it easy. They can't have it both ways. You're a criminal, you need to pay for your actions. Not be punished in the general sense, and not be treated as an animal, but you still need to pay for what you did. And how? Well, as I said, losing your liberty. You wanted it that way? It's like grounding people, right? Like, you ground your own children, right? You take away their liberty to play a video game when they commit, something. Like, if your child goes and steals your car, you take away their liberty to drive. That should be the same. Man, I can't believe this, bro. This is crazy. Oh wow. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As I said, I don't believe in violence, and I don't think that's the solution. I think violence, the American prison system, only creates more monsters. But the Norway system, it's helping a lot of people change their lives. But I don't think every single crime should be judged the same. And do you think people can change? Yeah, I think so. In 21 years, yeah, I think people might be able to change in 21 years. But at the same time, it's something that I don't know what is being done for them to be changed. Bro, this is a very difficult topic. And I wish I had somebody else here to debate with, because I don't have all the information. In any case, guys, I hope you guys didn't misunderstand anything I said. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I find this prison to be very interesting. And if it's working, I love it. If it's working for Norway, then keep doing it as well. But it is a little bit heartbreaking that there are some people that may be living in worse conditions than prisoners in Norway. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe citizens should have a lower quality of life than a prisoner. Sometimes the family has a lower quality of life. Anyways, guys. Oh man. I have to be honest here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, so I hope I don't offend anyone. But I really love the Norwegian, mentality. You guys know how to forgive, and you guys know how to treat people kindly. And I think that's important. But be careful, because there are people out there that take advantage of that thought, and people who will take everything from you. I don't think you guys are dumb or naive. I don't think that. But I think that if you give some people too much of a benefit of a doubt, they will backstab you, like it happened, I think, in Germany. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care for now. Bye-bye. Now you can get full access to exclusive content, special reactions to shows, series, anime, full movies, and even request a video of your choice. Just become a YouTube member or join Buy Me a Coffee today. Find out more, the link is in the description.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game.